Hello, welcome to Avoid TV. Thank you for stopping by my channel to watch my videos. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button so that you'll be alerted whenever I drop a new video. But if you've been coming here and you haven't ever subscribed, please hit on subscribe button. All you have to do is sign in with your Gmail login information whilst you're on YouTube and click on subscribe. Alright, so that you'll be officially part of the Avoid TV family. Thank you so much for doing this. Alright guys, today I wanted to talk about the differences between a host and a sponsor. Many of you have been, wondering what is the difference. Some people are, have different ideas of what they think a sponsor is and what a host is. But I'm going to break it down for you and make it easy for you to understand. Alright? So what is a host? A host is somebody who will accept a host is someone who takes in a guest. All right. So in DV lottery situation, it will be the person who lives in the United States who will accept for you to come and stay with them. The person who will allow you to come and live with them till when you can go out and be on your own. All right. That is the host. Okay. The sponsor is someone who is going to use their income, their finances to guarantee you. And that is the sponsor part. Somebody who is going to use their finances, their income, their taxes, their bank statement, any financial document or any assets that they can use to guarantee you. They are guaranteeing that when you come, you will not become a public charge. You will not be on food stamps. You will not be collecting government assistance. So, but if you do, then the government could go back to that person and take that money and take funds from that person or get reimbursed. So if you take any government assistance that you are not allowed per the affidavit of support document, then you put the person who guaranteed for you, your sponsor, you put them at risk of them having to pay that money, pay the funds back to the government. All right. So since now you have an idea what a sponsor and a host is, what are the requirements? What are some of the differences that are in there? So the host and the sponsor, they don't have to be the same person. They don't have to be the same person. So you could have one host who doesn't sponsor you. So you can have a host and you can have a sponsor. You can have the same person who is your host be your sponsor. All right? But if the person who hosts you cannot sponsor you, that's okay. You can find a sponsor. They don't have to be the same person. All right? And you don't have to live in your sponsor's household, okay? The other differences between the two is that they use their household size as a factor, all right? So for them to determine whether the person can sponsor you or has enough income to cover the household, they use the household size. Please, if you are not familiar with this, you can Google Poverty Guideline for 2021. The new one hasn't come out. So the current version, it shows that it is expired, but it is the current version, all right? So you go to USCIS website and then look for Poverty Guideline 2021, all right? When we get to next year, you can type Poverty Guideline 2022. If there's 2022 version, then you use that. But if it's still 2021, then you use that, all right? So they use the number of people in the person's household for the sponsor. So if your sponsor has 6 people in their house and you and your children, you are a family of 4, they're going to add your number to that, your sponsor's household size, and make it 10 and determine if your sponsor makes enough money to cover 10 people. All right, that is the sponsor. For the host, there's nothing about their finances in question here. There's nothing about their finances, whether your host has 20 people, as long as they are not breaking any local housing law or local occupancy law. All right. So if they are allowed to have you in there, if your host has one bedroom and they want to host you there, so long as they are not breaking any law when it comes to capacity, like how many people can stay here or can be in this room, so long as they are not breaking any laws, you are okay. But when it comes to the host, they are going to use that to calculate how much money that you should make per individual person in your household. All right. Things that you need to know. So the common things between the host and the sponsor is that you need to know some basic information about these two people before you go for the interview. So before you go for the interview, you need to know your host and your sponsor's name. You need to know their name. You need to know your sponsor's name. You need to know your host's name. If it's the same person, then hey, you just need to know the person's name. You need to know what job they do. All right. You need to know their immigration status, because when you're asked, is this person a permanent resident, which is green card holder, or is the person a U.S. citizen, you should be able to answer that question. If you should be able to answer a question about what does this person do, you should be able to say, oh, this person is a customer service rep at Walmart. This person is a software engineer at Facebook. This person is a social media marketer for this company. This person is public relation officer for this company. You should be able to say this. Do they have families? Do they have children? You don't have to know everything, but you should know something basic about your host and your sponsor. All right. Your host can be the person that your green card comes to, or you can use a different address if you so wish. All right. So your host, your sponsor, they don't have to be the ones who receive your green card. You can use whoever's address that you feel like you want to use for your green card to come to. All right, but make sure it's a place that you can receive your green card. So that's why mostly it's recommended you use your host, because that is where you're going to live for the meantime. So your green card can come there and you can get it. All right. So guys, I hope I was able to explain things for you. If you have any questions, put them down below in the comment so that I can explain things that were not clear. Follow me on Facebook. Click on Wofoi TV. That's the official Facebook page. Thumbs up. Follow me on all social media platforms. If you're new to the Greek Card Lottery process, please join my Greek Card Lottery group, Greek Card Lottery Africa, Greek Card Lottery Ghana, Greek Card Lottery winners, new in America. If you're new in America, that's just like the name says. Moving to America/Wofoi TV, and that's for other immigration processes. If you have any question, please let me know. You can always email me at wofoitv@gmail.com. All right, I love you guys, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.